Okay. Alrighty. I think we're here. Give me. Okay. Just trying to get my spot sort of a bit more organised for my treat of the weekend. Okay, let's take the paper out. Hello, Mary and Diane. Hello, Karen. I'm working and listening until next meeting starts. Ah, there you go. Oh, geez. Bits of sequiny stuff all over that. So, it's Purple Christmas. Purple Christmas week this week. And I was meant to release it yesterday, but I was meant to do an extravaganza yesterday. But you know what? Yeah, that wasn't timed very well. Trying to get our timings a bit better in 2023 so we're not running frantic, but we actually have 3 weekends in 2023 where we're doing stuff in 3 weekends in a row. Okay, so we've got the ribbon. Let's sort out our... Oh, look, we've got a shaker thing. We've got shaker plastic. We might be making a shaker today. There we go. Or maybe it was for the title. Who knows? Okay. So... Dang sequins. I love sequins. Sequins don't necessarily love me. There is a... So this is a pack of Purple Christmas sequins here. But... I'm contemplating actually packaging them differently in the little... Actually, I might ask you guys. Hello, Diane. Hope you've had a chat. No. Yes and no. Can't stay as a phone appointment in 20 minutes. Ooh, purple. And I'll definitely watch what you do with this kit. Awesome. Okay, we've got some gauze. And then I will put these up straight after class. This is the Purple Christmas. Oh, and the Joy Word. Oh, dear me. This is the Purple Christmas colour packs. The first colour packs. So it's a mini pack. So they're like $2.95. So I'm contemplating, you know how when we do our bead and sequin mix and then it's in the other packaging and we put it in the ones that fold over. I'm trying to find one here. I reuse mine, smooshing and stuff. We have put them in the peel and stick packets that fold over and stick. I was contemplating putting them in these little clip seals because these are actually a little easier to get. They're also cheaper. get the same amount. But yeah, is everyone okay if I do that? Hello, Amanda. Don't tell anyone I'm here. Ha. Meant to be at work, Amanda. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Quentin. So yeah, let me know if you're offended if I put them in these little clip seal bags. I know the other ones look nicer, but they are a little tiny bit of a pain. Oh yeah. There we go. So we've got all these bits. We've got gifts and we've got poinsettias. It's all purple. Different shades of purple. It's not all the one shade of purple. Now let me have a look at this. I wonder if this... We pack kits so far in advance. I wonder if that's the intent with that. To make a shaker. It's very skinny for a shaker. That's interesting, isn't it? I think that's the intent, to make a shaker of that. But let's steal part of it. So we've got this piece of acetate, right? Let's cut like within like a quarter of an inch of the top there. Let's cut. I'll tell you how much we're cutting off the long edge. It's cutting off the long edge, so it's like 6 inches long. Cutting a piece that's about an inch wide. I've got a 1 inch strip of the acetate. That's a challenge. I'm going to put this other bit away over here. So we've got a 1 inch strip of acetate. We've got a joyful word and whatever we're going to use of these bits and bobs. And then we've got 2 pieces of smooth white card. We've got a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6. So let's use the 6 by 6 and put the 12 by 12 aside. Oh, that's another word. Let's go lem with our sequence and our ribbon. Here's acetate. And then we've got all these bits and pieces. So this is Flower Power 1. This is Dreamland 5. We've got Dreamland 2. We've got Flower Power 5 and Mermaid 3. So they're all shades of purple and a piece of glitter card. So they're all different kinds of shades of purple, but they all go with, you know, because this is all different shades. You know, that was the whole point. It was all different shades of purple. So it meant that no matter what the purple was in your photo, it was going to match something in the kit or in the collection. Where are we? I won't tell a soul as long as you don't tell anyone I'm here lurking either. Works for me, would work the same, I think. Yep, I think the little clip seal bags would be perfect for the sequin mix. Floating everywhere in my kit packets. Yes, that's much better. Well, I put them in the kits. They go in. Oh, no. So in the kits, if you get a full one, you get a packet. But if it's just a pinch or a couple of pinches, we do put them loose in, Karen. Sorry. Yeah. I try and avoid plastic wherever I can. Always reuse them for other options around. Yeah. Hello, Di. Hello, Raquel. Off to Adelaide. Oh, cool. That's cute. Hello, Janice. Hello, Linaire. This is asked for some of the products from Santa. I thought that was funny. The purple glitter paper there she has asked for. Okay, so she wants the purple glitter and she thinks it's fine. That's okay. Or this one here. Maybe it's this one here. Okay. So let's make something out of these bits and pieces. What you doing, Millie? She's making a calendar.
In my book. Or in my art journal.
Oh. What about if we do something I haven't done for a while? Okay. Let's get the trimmer out. I've got this 6x12 piece of white. Okay. Oh gosh, I've got a star on my hand. Right. And can't post comments to some destinations. So I have to use banners. Oh, Naomi, why have you got all these folders of banners? Oh, she's got... Yeah. I'm just going to take a moment to... We don't need to keep all of these banners from past classes, because it actually makes it really time consuming when I try to just put up a quick banner with the measurements. I'm going to put up the measurements. We're going to cut a 4" by 6" piece from the white, and then we're going to cut a 4x4, but we're going to cut the 4x4 in a particular way. Thanks. Don't suppose anyone on here has had their art room sprayed for spiders before. Work out best way to protect all my products without removing everything. Not really an option here. Chloe, I sort of pull it all. I try and not let any of the spray get on stuff. Well. Now Naomi's done this, I've got to do it this way. Right. Crack that. There we go. Right. There we go. We're going to cut a 4" by 6" piece. I haven't made one of these cards for a while, I don't think. 4x6. So we've got a 4" by 6" piece. And then we're going to do I need to get something bigger out of this than what I've got cardstock for. Then I'm going to do a 4" by 4" piece. Okay, I know what we're going to do. And then we're going to cut a... So we've got this piece that's left. It's a 4x6. So we're going to cut it at 3 3/4 by the 6. So it's 3 3/4 by 6. So then I'm going to cut a Amelia is meant to be scribing for me today. Do you see her scribing? So we're going to white 4x4. Let's keep these because we need these. And then thinking if I can try and get a lot in the containers or the cupboard and cover with sheets. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to go, Chloe, but you just got to be careful that then the spiders don't take refuge in the stuff. Does that make sense? It's a necessary evil. Okay. So then what we're going to do see what this one is. Okay, what is it? Okay. So this little scrap we were left is 2 inches by 4 inches. And we're going to butcherize that. So I'm just going to create the last banner. Is 3 3/4 inches by 6 inches. We'll show that one. I could put alcohol ink on bits of acetate. You can. Okay. So we've got a 1 inch strip. So on one side of this little 2 inch by 4 inch piece, this is our scrap. This is left over. So on the back, we're going to mark it up. So we're at a short end, and we're going to come in 1/2 inch, and then come across 3/4 inch. So we're 1/2 inch, and then another 3/4 at the 1 1/4 mark. So at the other end, can do the same thing, going in the same direction. So we come in 1/2 inch, and then we come across from that 3/4. 1, 2, 3/4 marks, and that's there, right? And then on the long edge, we're just going to come in 1/2 inch from each end. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. We're going to make our shaker. We're going to actually make our shaker first. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. And then let's rule that up. So we're on the back. We're okay. I think we're on the back. And then we're going to work out how to decorate this after we've cut a hole in it. I think it's going to involve paper strips. Maybe I should have done this out of something else. See if we can stick. No. Okay. Let me put that on. Okay. So has everyone got that? So this is a 1/2 inch gap. This is a 3/4 inch gap. This is a 1/2 inch gap. This is a 1/2 inch gap. So yeah, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Let's get the craft knife out. I took a little tablet this morning. I don't think it's making any difference. I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and you've got to be prepared when you go to the chiropractor, and you've got lots of. So the chiropractor I go to is more about my muscles and the placement of my joints. So he does more of massage and pushing with his fingers where it hurts. So when you're releasing the knots in the muscles and things, breaking up the blood clots, which is what they are, you've got to be prepared for the release of toxins and the feel a bit yucky poo. So we're cutting out this rectangle that we made. Probably should have turned that light off there. So I'm just going around. I'm taking lots and lots of bites to do my cuts. I'm not going to try and cut it all in one hit. Because remember, the tighter you hold the knife, the harder you push. The tighter you push on the ruler, the more likely it is to move. It's all about physics. Okay, so in my corners, I just need to... How's everyone going with Naomi's advent classes? Anyone following along that's bought an advent calendar from her? From us? Not by Marlene Advent Calendar. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a lot of work on her. I will say that. There's a lot of work getting up every single day for 25 days and doing a class every day. Just been a champion about it. Okay. So then this is going to go behind here, right? What we want to do is put something behind here, like, let's put a little bit of this. Okay. Let's get rid of the mat so we can turn the light back on. I may actually have to turn the air conditioner on soon because it's getting really, really hot in here. Okay. I'm not going to type this one up. Do they still help much? Yes, it does help. I'll be better in a day or so. So from this, actually helps a lot, the chiropractor. It's just because I hadn't gone for so long. From paper 1 from Flower Power, from the lilac letter, I'm going to cut a 2 1/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece. We're actually just going to concentrate on making this shaker first. So we're making that, right? You know what? I'll probably change what's going on with the rest of the card before we finish. You never know. Okay, so I've cut that. But what we want to do is I want to actually have that behind. I want to have that behind at the top. We want to do some tricky looking stuff. So what we need to do is on the back of this, let's take our, flip it all to the back. So we're going to flip it all over to the back and we're going to trace that opening. Not up against the edge of it because we don't want to get pencil on the edge of it. We're just tracing on the inside of it. So I'm tracing on the inside and then I'm going to draw a cut line like 1/4 of an inch away from that. And I'm just going to sit this on and make sure I can't see my drawn cut line. No. So we just don't want to run the pencil along the inside edge of that and make a dark mark on it. Okay, so let's cut out that cut line. So we're going to sandwich the little piece of acetate between these two pieces. And in doing so, we're going to, let's keep that. So it'll go like this. But we're going to sandwich the acetate in there. So let's get our acetate and cut it so it's not quite as long as our, because it's very fine, the difference. Not quite as long as that. A bit of acetate there. Okay, so on the back of here, let's get some, I'm going to use red tape. I find when I use glue with acetate, it smushes in, and you've all seen my classes when I do that. So let's do the long edges just off the edge. I found the bone folder. Where did I find it? Oh, it was in the rubble. Over to the side here, where I just push everything at the end of the week. I've got little containers of the leftovers bits from each class. And then let's just put a little bit at each end. And it was really hot here last night. It was beyond hot, actually. So let's burnish that. Oh, I hope so too. I love her classes, but haven't opened them yet. I'm waiting for Thursday after house has been done and let the kids open first. Yeah. Yeah. Naomi got to dig through one of the containers. Yep. When she dug through my stuff. Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? Okay, so I've got my piece of acetate and we've got our tape on the back of here. And now we're going to just put our acetate on there. I'll put it down crooked. Yeah, it's a bit long. I kind of didn't want to. Right, there we go. So it's on there. So we've got a little window, and now I'm just going to waste it. Let's put a little bit of acetate just on, a little bit of red tape on the sides where our, over the ends of our acetate. Does that make sense? Just over the ends. There, like that. Now, interesting thing is, I'm probably going to get sequins stuck in my tape because I've got this gap, but that's okay. Let's stick this on here. And yep, we're going to get the occasional sequin stuck in there. You could stick little tiny strips of, you know, we could just come along and let's do that. Let's just, you could just stick little strips of tape, like I could just stick little strips on there to cover that. That's really the only one that's a problem. Rightio. It was just to cover up where I've got exposed tape. So I've got a little window. Looks a bit Ned Kelly-ish, doesn't it? Okay, that was not my intent. I'm not making a Ned Kelly Christmas card. Shabby chic Ned Kelly Christmas card. There we go. You couldn't stick tape back here because this foam won't stick to it. It does sound weird, doesn't it? So let's cut some foam and make our bit around our window. So I'm going to go down there.
Looks cool.
Does look cool. Make sure there's no gaps in your foam.
No gaps.
No gaps. That was a bit of a hiccup, wasn't it?
Yes.
And don't go over into our window.
And it has to be skinny.
Oh, around here it kind of does.
Yeah. Skinny Benny.
So yeah, I need a little piece to go in there. I've got a gap.
Is big.
Yeah, because we've got a wider space.
Yeah.
What are you doing now? What have you been doing since I told you we're not allowed to watch any more TV?
I was finishing off my calendar and I finished it.
Oh.
I got all the way to December. And I finished it. Now I'm watching you.
Oh, yay.
And giving you ideas.
You're going to give me ideas, are you? So, we've gone around now.
Like a maze. But a square maze.
Yep. So let's put that aside.
Aside.
We just need to work out what scraps we're going to end up. We need to cover this bit with a scrap of something, or something needs to go in here to see through the window. But we don't know what we're going to use in the window yet. Okay, so this was our 4x6 piece. No, it wasn't. This was our 4x6 piece. This was our 4x4 piece. And this was our 3 3/4 by 6 inch piece.
That's a lot of measurements.
Yep. So let's grab, before we get in a bit of a muddle, let's grab our piece that's 3 3/4 by 6. So you can tell which one it is because it is narrower.
No, it's skinnier.
Skinnier. Rightio. So we're going to put it in our scorer. And we're going to score it at, so it's 6 inches by 3 3/4. Right. Can you shut and lock the back door? And then I'll turn on the aircon. And can you make sure the front wooden door's closed?
Yeah.
And the curtains are shut in the lounge room. Just the curtains. Okay. So I'm going to score it at 1 inch. And then, oh, it's too long. I made it too long. I'm going to turn the aircon on. I think it's just too hot. No, I'll turn it on, I said, because it's up here. so that little kids can't reach it. Okay. So I've scored it at 1 inch. And then we're going to score it at 3 inches. Right? So at 1 inch and 3 inches. And then we're going to cut it because I made a mistake. A word in the window. I was actually thinking about doing, I like this one here. I was thinking about doing that and then having the piece sort of there somehow. I'll get there. Okay, so this bit's 3 3¾ wide. And I made the wrong length. Okay, so we're ready. It would make a great tag to go on presents, wouldn't it? Okay, so putting it in so that our 1 inch wide bit is there. Yes, Madeline, everyone knows you're here, darling. Madeline spends the day sleeping on the timber floor out here. It's actually a commercial, it's meant to be a commercial timber floor, but it's not exactly what we wanted. Don't get your floorings from Anderson's, people. I know that sounds really nasty of me, but don't. Just don't. So we've got the 1 inch and then we've scored at 3 inches. So 1 inch and 3. So we're going to cut this to an 1/8 of an inch short of 5. So we're going to go to 5 inches and we're just going to come back an 1/8 of an inch. So 4 7/8. Remembering we've got our 1 inch wide scored bit here. So it'll be 4 7/8 by 3 3/4. So we've scored it here at 1, and then we came along to the 3 mark, and then we cut it at 4 7/8. So sorry about that. Bit of a silly thing I did. Can anyone work out what we're doing here? Has anyone... I found the bone folder on the weekend. I think I can find it now. Wow. I'm sure I put it in there. Deary me. I'm going to have to... Unless they borrowed it already. Oh, no, there it is there. I already had it. For burnishing. That's just me. That's the little tiny tablets, which I took one of today. So, we're going to burnish these backwards and forwards, both ways. I do it both ways. I had this in there a few times. I think I've got some marks on here. Has anyone worked out what we're making? Has anyone worked out what I've done to the online store and the Facebook page and the email? Has anyone worked out what the funny thing I've done is? I've got 4 bits to this behemoth of a card. Okay. Pick me up, pick me up. What the? 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday night. Oh, did I put a typo on something? Did I? That's a bit naughty. I do that a lot. That's a bit much. Yep, me made a mistake on the banner. Really? Who's typing that? No. No, Quentin, I'm not picking you. You know. You didn't notice straight away either. Okay. So from our glitter card, let's just buy the bullet and use glitter card. Let's cut 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And 5 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So we've got a 3 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch and a 5 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch. I'm going to cut the innards out of those two. Then I'm going to take my piece word and I'm going to glue it to one of the bits out of the innards. So we've cut the innards out of those two pieces, and I'm going to glue my piece word. And you need to glue. Tape is not gonna cut it in this situation. We're going to glue that. I'm going to hold it down. I think I've only got 100 pages in my book to go. I said that the other day and I went and checked and I had 280 to go. It's like an 880 page book. I don't know why I do it to myself. I just do, but I think I might use this. I think we're going to use a bit of this. This is Flower Power number 5. We're going to cut some more stuff now. There we go. Set that aside. We're just collecting all our bits and bobs here. Right. So from Flower Power number 5, we're going to cut. I'm going to cut 3.5 inches. Right, and then we're going to cross cut that at 5.5, 3.5, and 1 3/4. Has anyone worked out what we're making yet? No, I haven't changed you. So we cut a 3.5 inch wide strip from paper number 5 from Flower Power. And then we cross cut that at 3.5 by 5.5. 3.5 by 3.5 and 3.5 by 1 3/4. Let's put tape on the back of those. Okay, my tape is going to go further than my glitter card, but I'm going to try and sandwich. So why I've cut the middle out of the glitter card is because it doesn't like being stuck to. So I'm going to put my 3.5 by 3.5 of my flower power number 5 onto my 3 3/4 by 3 by 5 3/4 of my glitter. And then see, I'm sandwiching that in there. Then I'm going to take my 4" by 6" piece and sit it here, but I'm not sticking this on. Do not stick it on. I think I might want that there to see that. Rightio. Actually, I want that there, I think. Has it all worked out what we're making yet? Shove that across. Do not stick those together. So then I'm going to get my 3.5 by 3.5" piece of flower power number 5. I will keep repeating the measurements. I'm sorry for those that get the measurements the first time. I know I need to repeat them for everybody else that doesn't get the measurements instantly, because not everyone's a measurementsy person. I am. So 3.5 by 3.5 on the 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 of glitter. Turn it over and let's sandwich that in there. Foam tape stuck to this. There we go. And where is our 4x4? Okay, we're not sticking it together, but we're going to sit that on our 4x4. So then our 3.5 by 1 3/4, we're going to put tape on that. And set that aside. Then you can click on the picture links. Oh, that might be it. If you feel like you aren't getting what you want, missed this was putting sprinkler on. Oops. I find it really useful. I can't move as fast. Yep. So when you go to the front page of the website, the next time you go to the front page of the website, you need to look at what's different. It was also on your email last night, which I forgot to send straight away. I thought, oh, yep, I'll click send and go and have dinner. Yep, I forgot to click send. I didn't click send properly. I forgot there was one more screen I had to go through. Interesting that. Oh, yeah. Our joyful's going to go on here. Oh, I need another pack of these. I think my joyful needs to be coloured. I think it needs to be a darker purple. Don't lose that bit. We need a circle. Let's cut a circle of this. So from our Flower Power paper 1, let's trace a tape circle. It's a 3" tape circle. I could just get my die cut machine out and cut one. I do have a 3" die nearby somewhere, I think. So I'm going to cut that out. Now, if I'd known I was going to cut a circle, I would have gone and I would have distressed everything so this looked like it was meant to be. Oh, I hope that looks okay. What do you think? For all the faffing around. I like that it shows your additions right there. Santa hat. There you go. Diane got it. There's a Santa hat. I've sneakily put a Santa hat on the Facebook page, the email, and the website. There you go. But Chloe likes the website layout. I'm glad. I spent a lot of time on that website layout. Rightio. Has anyone worked out what we're making yet? Oh, making pictures clickable is really, yeah. It wasn't my intent, but I thought about it last night. The emails have got a little bit salesy. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. People are shopping from them, but it was not my intent. Let's get the purple paint out of here. What sort of purple is it? It's going to look like that. Needs to be this colour of the glitter, doesn't it? So I think we need pink and purple. With these two together. So let's pour a tiny smear of pink. And a tiny smear of purple. Or maybe a little more purple than pink. But we're not going to mix it all together. A little bit of water, like a little puddle of water. Hey Quentin, don't forget to print the laser tag forms. There we go. Need a bit more pink. I was hoping someone would have noticed it earlier about the Santa hat. It's been on there for a little while. I think that's pink enough. Is it going to show up? Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's sort of different. Maybe white was going to show up more, but white was boring. Amelia, can you come and wash my paintbrush in the bathroom, please? Because I don't have a tub of water. My tub of water's gone.
It's still in the bathroom.
Really? Can you wash it out properly?
Mammy was going to do something with it last night to me. In the bathroom.
Okay. Like a layer cards, kind of layer them on top of each other like a tree, getting smaller. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so see this bit we made originally. Well, we didn't make it original. Well, it was the original white piece. It was 3 3/4 by 4 7/8, and then we've scored it at 1 inch, and then came across and scored it at the 3 inch mark. So this 1 inch wide bit, we're going to put tape on both sides of that, but not right up to the fold. We're going to come, you know, like 1/16 short of the fold. And then we're going to burnish that tape. So we're just coming short of the tape because we don't want it to be seen. So then we're going to come across to our 4 inch by 6 inch piece, right? That's wet. I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to work here and leave the wet thing there, right? So hopefully I don't put something on it and wreck something. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come across
It's good as new.
It's good as new, is it?
It's only gone a little bit. I tried to get a little bit off.
Okay. I'm just going to work out a measurement here. Okay. So we've got our 4x6 piece, and we're going to come along and we're just going to measure, and I'm in about 1/4 inch so that I'm not out near the edge. I don't want this right out the edge. I'm like 1/4 inch in, and I'm going to come in 1/2 inch. Just wait, maybe not 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. I'm going to come in 1/2 inch. Line. That one. No. Not coming in 1/2 inch. Maybe I am coming in 1/2 inch. Glitter. Plain. That one. No. I'm coming in 5/8 of an inch. So halfway between, so we want to make a mark halfway between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch in. That's a crappy measurement. So we're coming in, so we're on our 4x6 white piece and we're up in this top right corner. We're about 1/4 inch in from the edge, and we're going to come in and make a mark that's halfway between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. Has everyone got that? The remainder of this class and replay. Time for me to go get to work. Okay. Enjoy work, Diane. So then we're going to remove the tape from one side of our 1 inch bit. I'm going to fold this back like this. So we're folding it under, not the tape side under, got the tape side here. And then this panel here is 2 inches wide. So we're going to line this up with our 5/8 mark there we just made. Let me sit something under this so you can see. There you go. You can see it now. And we're just lining the edge of this fold up with the edge of the card. So we've got, so this is our 5/8 of an inch mark here. So it's halfway between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch from the edge. So we've lined up with that, and we've lined up with the edge of the card. Not over the edge, just flush with the edge. So then this is our piece that was 3.5 by 1 3/4. So we're going to peel a tape off it. Oh, I ripped that bit. And we're going to stick that on this little 2 inch by 3 3/4 inch rectangle here. It's just going on there. So that's going on there like that. Then we're going to get our piece that was, so this was a piece that was 5.5 by 3.5 of paper 5 from Flower Power, and it was on a 5 3/4 by 3 3/4 of the glitter. Now we're going to stick that to our 4x6 piece, and when we do that, we're actually going to peel the back off this side of our 1 inch fold. Put that bit down There. I'm going to put it on there with a nice even border all the way around the outside. And I can see the tape. So I'm just going to roll this bit of tape back a bit. That's why we use tape, because you can't roll glue back. That's better. I can't see the tape now. Has anyone worked out what we're making yet? Okay. So then this portion here, so this bit here, we're going to put tape on it. You do have to watch this one. And I scribed for a bit at the start, but then, yeah, no, I've stopped. Sorry. So we need to burnish that because this is a critical part of our mechanisms. Trust me. Right. So let's open this up and sit that back like that. Sit that back. And then let's have a look-see at what scraps we have. What did we think of that? Is that trippy? It is a bit trippy, isn't it? We're trying to make the illusion that we've cut holes through things and between things. So let's cut from this bit of glitter that was out of the middle of this mat here. Let's cut a piece that is 2 inches by 4 inches. So first I need to straighten it up. So find the portion that's almost the straightest. And we need a 2-inch glitter card. It's going to be a bugger to stick to. Ah, I should be right. A 2 by 4. Good lesson to learn how to do this with glitter card. It is good to learn how to do things with glitter card. Rightio. So we need a little bit more foam. Just a few more bits down along here. A little bit in the corner. That's so much work to do today. I just don't think I'm going to get done. Extravaganza that was meant to be last night is tonight. We're doing ribbons again. Because we've got lots of ribbon. We decided yesterday afternoon we would have a bit of a rummage in the storeroom. Interesting concept until we realised that it's like after 3 o'clock and you haven't started on the extravaganza because you're been in the storeroom or in one of the storerooms chucking stuff out and reorganising. But we have come up with a solution, and a wonderful friend came up with another solution last night when she rang me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. So we've taken our tape off. You've watched me take the tape off around my foam. Let's get some bits for our shaker. We don't want too many. Now, when I put sequins down on a page, they always end up the wrong way, but when I put them in a shaker, they end up facing me, which is not what I want. I want them to face the other way. I don't want too much in here. I might have too much. A mix of purples. But we want them facing the other way. Rotten things. If I wanted them to face me, they wouldn't. A couple of beads. I think we're going to do a shaker tomorrow night. We might try and do something different with our shaker tomorrow night. Might show you something. Try and show you something different. So this is just like a peekaboo shaker. Let's call this a peekaboo shaker. Oh, that'll do. Rightio. Just get off me. So now we're going to get, we have to use glue here because we're sticking to glitter card, because that was a really silly idea. We're just going to put a fine line of glue on each of our bits of foam. I'll just use the 3D dimensional gloss stuff. What's it called? 3D crystal accents. Dimensional magic would work if you've still got it. Don't leave it too long in the air conditioning and the fan. Glossy accents word. And then I'm going to center that in the middle. And then I'm going to hold it down so that it dries, because we really want that to glue really well to our glitter card. We want our glitter card to be glued. And I'm just going to move this because this was painted with acrylic, so it has the potential to stick to the paper. Let's just move that. Yep, it's stuck. Okay, let's put some tape on the back of this. The back of glitter card sticks. It's just the front that's the issue. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to stick this on our card. And we're going to have it with a little border, just a little 1/8 of an inch border, the bottom and the side, so that this piece is, oh, well, this piece is meant to be centered. Crap, it's not. See, I stuck it together before the glue was set. So now I've got gluey sequins in my shaker. Can't get cranky at myself. It's just a video. It's just a card. I'm not going to die if I... Yeah. So some of the things in my shaker are not going to shake well. Let's get rid of that. That's not going to shake well. That's not going to... Let's just get them all back in. And they're all facing the wrong way again. Okay. Calm, peaceful place. See? Don't stick yours on like I do. Don't try and peel it up like I do. So this sequin just refuses to turn over. That'll do. Oh yeah, let's add a bit more glue. Well, let's do something else while the glue dries. I think that's a good idea. What do you think? No one's saying anything, so we're all just amused at my silliness. I think that's the way it went. Just go over there and dry. Let's cover that up. Let's make this piece. Let's do this bit. So let's stick our circle on, the tape other than the tape that's holding the glue down. stick that in the center. I'm going to put this on foam, this embellishment-y bit. Yes, Maddie Mao, we know you're there, darling. Can't protrude at the bottom. I'll see why in a minute. And I don't know if this Joyful's going to show up. It'll do. Some days are diamonds and some days are just card making disasters. Has anyone worked out what we're making yet? I'm going to stick it on multiple levels. Watching quietly, says Mary. Just stunned by my silliness. Okay, so let's stick this square to our 4" by 4" square. Then let's just stick this on. So I've got this here. I'm going to peel back this tape. Remember, we burnished this tape because it's a critical piece of infrastructure. Now what we need to do is this piece, this square, this 4" square, has to match top to bottom, but we need it to be just an even gap on either side. So it needs to be an even gap on either side on here, but it's got to match top to bottom on the base. So it is a bit of a tricky one. So I'm just going to slide it down carefully to where it needs to go. It's probably not going to be perfect. I'm just going to get a little bit stuck and then have a look that I'm happy. Oh, that's close enough. And then I'm going to burnish it. So we're actually making a split easel. Because it looks tricky. It's a little tricky. Okay. So now I'm just going to stick this on now, and we're going to use that as a guide. Let's just put that with a nice even border, and then just make sure that it sort of matches up. The white pieces should match up. I'm just going to sit it there. I'm not going to stick it, but the white, see the white, I'm going to stick that, I'm happy with that. See, the white should match up. this here on a bit of foam. And that, as long as it doesn't go outside the boundary of the 4x6 piece, it's fine. A bit of foam behind our piece word. And then my joyful word doesn't really show up that well. I'm a bit disappointed in that. But it is what it is. Let's get some sequins. I'm going to stick a couple of sequins. Some glue. Oh, there was a white one behind a purple one. Glue is probably dry. Oh, this one's almost too low down the bottom here. Glue's still wet. I can just move it up a lot, just a touch. And that one's just not right. It's just not wanting to stick. It just doesn't want to stick there, does it? One on top of the shaker. How's that? So it's closed. It looks like that. You can see there's something underneath, and there's a little bit of the glitter on either side that shows. Oh dear, I skidded that one. And then when you open it up, it's got that there. This was really important because this is where it's going to bow and collapse. So having that bit of paper there stops it from collapsing. Making me think kind of like a pop-out card, just not from the middle of a card. Yep. Have a great day. Safe trip to Adelaide, Raquel. Outline it in white pen. I was thinking I might do that. So there we go. We've got a bit of a shaker, with Ned Kelly-esque shaker. I wonder if I could do all the dots on this. I can't even see them. I don't think it's going to work on there. Oh, it is. So I'm just doing a little fine, oh geez, this is such a fine pen. I'm just doing a fine little outline just inside. It's not going to be perfect. just inside my I'll just get a little bit more done. I don't know if you can see that. You can see there's a difference, can't you, on the U and the L? It looks quite good actually. These white pens are really good. It's the eternal search for a decent white pen. It has just been the eternal search. I have a drawer full of white pens and I have chucked out so many white pens over the years. White ink is very unstable. The core of the problem is white ink is unstable. These are really fine. Here we go. Oh, and I'm just going to do in the middle of it a bit. Just going to make it a bit more sketchy. I'm liking the effect. Sort of a scratchiness over it. Sorry, I think I've got my head in the way. I'm just trying to see it in the right light. I like that. There. You see that? Does that show? I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And that's the new Juice Up 0.4 in the white. I have got a black one as well. There we go. We have made a split easel. And it's different. And it makes people look at it and go, oh, wow, how did you do that? Oh, look at that. And it was from half a piece of cardstock. And we've used probably the equivalent of, just under a third, probably, so a third of a piece of glitter card, half a piece of cardstock, a little strip, a 1-inch strip of acetate, and probably the equivalent of half a sheet of pattern paper.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome, Mum.
So less than 2.5, well, less than 1.5 pieces of paper all up. So half a piece of cardstock, about half a piece of pattern paper, a third of a sheet of glitter card, and 2 die cuts and a word and some acetate, or 2 words. There we go.
And a few colour cuts.
Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Di. Thank you, Chloe. Silver and purple and all sparkle. Christmas isn't Christmas without sparkles. Too right, Diane. Christmas is not Christmas without sparkles. So yeah,
Christmas
it's pretty.
always needs sparkles.
I mean, this is pretty ordinary. You can make this piece small. I've made them where I've made this like a skinny bit and put a calendar over here. I've made this a very skinny easel. But this is just, it's nice. It's just asymmetric. It's different. It's not, yeah. And it's Scroogey. For using very little. There we go. Thank you, Chloe. thank you, everybody. So thank you for tolerating me. And I showed you the mistake with the sticking and the how to come back from my dodgy sticking the glitter card. But
It's
it
not
is
dodgy.
pretty trippy because it looks like we've cut a hole in this piece to reveal the glitter card. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does look like we cut a hole in this and that's raised, but it's framing it but it's open, and yeah, like it's just the beauty of layers. And my circle's not great, but
Looks
you should be
cool.
right. Looks cool. Do you like it? Do you?
Yeah. Ooh, we could give it to somebody for Christmas.
We could put it on display in the shop.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can make 2 of them and display one in the shop and give one to a person.
We've got to make Christmas gift card money holder things for Grandma.
Yeah. Millions.
Yeah, I've got lots of things I've got to do today. I'm pretty tired, but
The most thing you need is a hug.
I need a hug. Do you think a hug is going to fix me?
Yeah, a hug.
So thank you very much for coming along. Thank you for tolerating my mess. It took me an hour
An hour
and a half. An hour and a half just to make a card. Yeah, I'm on fire today. Yeah.
An hour takes more than a person on fire.
An hour takes more than a person. I think Mummy needs a nap today. I think Mummy needs to have a rest day. But yeah, I think I'm going to listen to my body and head off to put my feet up in the lounge for a little bit. So take care, everybody. Stay safe. Love yous all. And we will see you tonight on Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page for a ribbon extravaganza. Namadron always tries to get something very different. We did find some interesting stuff in the storeroom that will end up in an extravaganza. Lunchtime here. Thanks for sharing this lovely project. Thank you, Diane. Lunchtime there.
What is the time?
It's just after 11 o'clock. It's 11:03. Not lunch yet, but you can have lunch early if you want.
Can we have morning tea?
Can we have morning tea? We're going to go have morning tea at nearly lunchtime. So see you all later. Take care.
I feel like it's
Stay
past
safe.
morning tea.
Love yous all. I won't see your hand there. You need to go in a bit further. See yous. Bye.
Bye-bye.